Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this really pretty white chrome French tip set. It looks so flawless and I love the subtle sheen that this chrome gives. So I'm really excited to show you guys how to do it. Super easy. Let's get right into the video. I'm actually starting out. I had already done my base coat and my nude. So I did number 26, number 17, both from Nails Bling Supply, and then this one, number 236, or I think it's called like a light rose pink or something from RHINESTONES on Amazon. So I did mix these three colors. I know that if you guys watch my videos a lot, you guys already know I love to custom mix my nude gel polishes. This just makes it so that I can have the exact color that I need, because it honestly ends up being super more like identical to the photo that the customer wants or asks for. I actually do have an inspo pic for this, so I'll be able to insert it right after I'm done with this French tip. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put this as an episode of what she wanted versus what she got, because I think I literally nailed this set to a T. It is a picture of an acrylic set, and of course we always make it work with gel. That is like my specialty. In case you guys are new to my channel, I will show you guys how to do press on nail designs and Gelx nail designs. It works for both, and if I was a Gelx artist, I would be dying to have someone like my channel, or have a channel to watch like mine where I could find design inspo, or if I'm beginning and I don't know what nudes to use and things like that, and I don't want it to look so press-on-ish, you know what I mean? So that's what my specialty is. I just wanted to say that really quickly because I do get some new subscribers. And yeah, so we're just starting off with some white French on all the nails. I am actually going to be using my white gel polish from Amazon that I get. I will definitely link it down below for you guys. Something that I like to do before I'm going to be doing chrome is I like to wipe the nails with some acetone, just a little bit on a lint-free wipe, and then I go in and buff the base of the nails. This makes sure that the chrome only sticks to the white part of the French, or you know, whatever color you're going to be doing. I want to make sure that it doesn't get on the nude part, because if it gets on the nude, it's going to be such a hassle to try and remove. So I usually also wipe with acetone. That works for me as well, just wiping with acetone, but it doesn't work as well as buffing. So definitely buff the nails before. And I actually ended up forgetting to do it on the other hand. So the other hand, I ended up like screwing myself over. I end up having to like go in and clean it up with acetone, and it just takes so much more time. But yeah, we're just starting off with basic French tips. I'm just using, I believe, a 10mm long brush, and this is the best brush to do French tips with. I have been doing French tips for a few years, so don't compare yours to mine if you're a beginner. Mine were never perfect. I like doing the A method if you're a beginner as well, because if you do the A method, it just works out so well. So yeah, just do that, and this is just what we're doing here. I actually totally forgot. So right now I was like losing my train of thought, because I saw that I actually did buff both hands, and it's because, you guys, I do so many chrome sets. Like as of recently, I've been doing so many. When I filmed I filmed this yesterday, and I literally did 2 or 3 chrome sets yesterday, and the one that I actually ended up forgetting to buff was actually a different chrome set that I actually also filmed, and it actually ends up being so much harder for me to clean up. So yeah, it's not actually this set that I didn't buff, it's a different set in a different video. So don't mind me saying that. I just didn't want to go back and like try to fix it. I do have another video, and that's where I forgot. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, I'm just using my white gel polish. And the good thing about this method, and something that you want to make sure is, like, make sure your white top coat, or your top, or no, you make sure your layer of gel, whatever color you're doing for the French tip, is as even as you can make it, because the one thing about chrome, it shows everything underneath. Like if you have any little bumps or anything, the chrome is going to show it, and I hate that. But it's just like so difficult, because if you have like a more runny consistency white gel, you're going to be able to see any lumps and bumps or in like imperfections in the gel underneath. So just try to use a one coat gel polish. This one's pretty good at doing one coat. I always end up like, you know, having no trouble with it, and it ends up working out very well. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys, I feel like this is a little bit too zoomed out. I don't know if it's just me. I like zooming it more in, like the video, but whenever I zoom in more, I end up getting out of frame. So let me know if this zoom is okay for you guys, if you guys can see everything clearly. When I'm editing, I have like a little tiny square. It's probably like 3 inches by 2 inches. That's all I'm seeing when I'm editing. So to me, it looks really tiny. But if you guys are watching it and it looks normal, let me know if it's okay. And you guys can see clear and everything, just because for me, I can't. So yeah, just let me know if this is okay. I just want to make sure it's like easy for you guys to see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this on every single nail. Next, we are going to be putting on our chrome powder. So the thing I love about, like, as of recently that I started noticing is you do not have to apply a top coat for your chrome to stick every single time. I actually just recently discovered this, I would say like a month or two ago, and I just put my chrome right on top of my gel and it ends up working perfectly and it actually looks really, really nice. I feel like the only time you would have to do the top coat method is if you want that really mirrored chrome look, like for a silver chrome gel or gold or something like that. But for any colored ones, I feel like it works very well on top of the color that you're doing it on, and you don't need to put like a top coat first. So yeah, I am actually just applying my chrome right on top of the white gel and buffing it in with this one of these little brushes that comes with it. It's actually working very well. Something I did notice though, some of my chrome did get stuck to the nude a little bit, so I do end up going and cleaning it up afterwards. I just wanted to say that, but it works very well as far as like how the chrome ends up looking. So I'm just going ahead and buffing it in right now, and I am trying to get as much on there as I can. Something that I started realizing about chrome too is that I find it so satisfying to do. I honestly used to dread doing it. I still dread doing it for like little tiny designs because you have to go back and top coat it, and it's honestly so annoying, especially if it's like has to be matte underneath, you know what I mean? Um but I love doing chrome French tips. Like, it is so satisfying for me. I don't know why, but I just love it. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and doing the chrome on every single nail right now. Once I've looked at all my nails and like make sure that I didn't miss any spots for the chrome, I'm grabbing this Macart polygel brush and I'm just going ahead and cleaning up all the whole smile line with a little bit of acetone. Like, I mean, like a little bit of acetone. Like, you want your brush to barely have any on there. That's why I have these lint free wipes off to the side. They have a little bit of acetone on them, so I keep wiping it if I need extra product instead of dipping it back into the acetone dappen dish. You know what I mean? So since my little lint free wipes already have acetone on it, I just use whatever residue is left. And of course, if I need more, I will dip into it, but most of the time I just like wipe it off on these wipes so that I don't have too much, because I don't want the acetone to run off into the French tip part of the nail. I'm just using this specifically to clean up. But yeah, this is my favorite way to clean things up, and it just works very, very well for me. And once I'm done with that, I'm going in with a really nice thick layer of gel top coat. I'm using the Beetles No Wipe, and I'm just going ahead and applying a nice thick layer. I want it to be super smooth and seamless because I'm going to be applying some gems on top. I like to do my top coat first as of recently. So I top coat first, and then I'll be going in with my gems and stuff like that afterwards. And yeah, I apply a really nice thick coat. I don't like really thin watery top coats. I love the Beetles one because it's really thick. So if you see my Instagram, if you followed me from Instagram, I always get questions about what top coat I use, and it's mostly 99% of the time it's always this one because it's super glossy, never fails me, and it always looks so bomb in my finished product videos. So yeah, I love this one, and it also lasts a really long time too. So I'm just doing that on all of them. Next, we're going to be dipping into our charm box. This is my box that I have with a bunch of metal charms, and in the middle here, I actually have a whole bunch of butterflies mixed in. I just kind of have to dig through for the ones that I need, but I do know which ones I do and don't have just off the top of my head, which is crazy. Like, I can just see a picture with a set of charms, and I'm like, I do have those. Like, I know for sure. Even though I have like 3 or 4 of these charm boxes full, I always know what I have. So I knew for sure I had little silver butterflies that I can use that looked just like the inspo photo. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to look for them here. I just need 2 smaller ones and 2 that are a little tiny bit bigger. And yeah, so once I got those, I just went ahead and closed up my box, and then I'm going to be grabbing my Zulays bling adhesive, and that is what I'm going to be using to apply my gems and charms. And it is the best. It'll make sure that your charms do not fall off at all. I actually used it on my own nails recently, and it just reassured me that this gel glue is a pain in the butt to use, but it always works so well, and it makes sure that your charms and everything stay put literally forever. So I do love using this. Once I am 100% sure my charms and bling is dry, I go ahead and file the nails, and I already went ahead and filed them, and now I'm going to be putting them away. So I just put them in my little box with some double-sided foam tape, and I will leave everything in the description box for you guys. I try to make it as nice as possible, and then I always wipe them off just because I like having the finished product look really, really nice and clean. I don't like having fingerprints or anything on the nails. So yeah, I just put them in as nice as I can, and then I'm going ahead and take my finished product videos at the end before I package them away and ship them off, because I just love having the content for my Instagram. And this is what they look like. They're so, so pretty. And then this is my little application kit that I include. And then once again, this is the finished product. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love showing you guys what I do, how I do it, and I never gatekeep products. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!